Cowboy Bebop, of course,
obviously,
iconic. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I see it on the thumbnail right there.
I would
Spike
say
Spiegel Bang. Phase Past is revealed.
Well, this list is whack.
This
This list is whack.
What the fuck? Go, scroll up.
I don't even remember that fucking
That's
scene.
not even like the anime moments that changed. Like that's not even the most iconic anime moments
You're not
in
even
their
going to
own
talk about the
series.
fridge episode?
Anything,
the mushroom episode of Cowboy Bebop?
I know, like in Japan, Cowboy Bebop wasn't as big, but
feel
it
like-
was a propagator for anime in the West in the 90s.
I agree, but I think like Death Note did more for Western anime. I think Death Note is way more popular.
I think Cowboy Bebop's influence has been dying with every kind of like year that passes by. Yes, it was one of the first anime that kind of like we all saw on television.
I didn't see that shit on television. I think Death Note had more influence than Cowboy Bebop.
I agree. I think Death Note had more influence, especially in the modern anime era.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Than Cowboy Bebop. Obviously, people look at Cowboy Bebop with more like critical acclaim. But yeah, I don't know if I would put it on.
L's theme alone has more influence than the entirety of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
I'm giving this Cowboy Bebop slander. I'm sorry.
one-
You know, I really like the Cowboy Bebop dub, but the show itself, like, I didn't think it was like that good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I liked it, but I didn't think it was like the masterpiece worthy. Like everyone says, it's like
I hate that I can't disagree with you.
like it's like the dub.
I
the reason
preferred Samurai Champloo a million times more.
Yes.
Nah, you're
Million
both
times
wrong.
more.
I was about to say I have exactly the same opinion, just with Samurai Champloo.
No, Samurai Champloo was a million
to
times
me,
better.
like this, like I don't know what it was about Samurai Champloo. I thought the story, the style, the music was like amazing, and the music is amazing in Cowboy Bebop. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like the reasons why I liked Cowboy Bebop was, well, one, the dub, and two, nothing to do with the story. I thought the story was kind of like, all right, okay.
I just feel like Cowboy Bebop had some really interesting ideas because it's kind of like Cowboy Bebop isn't like a long, like it doesn't have like a very long overarching story arc. It's more of these individual ideas that that Watanabe wanted to explore, and I thought it had some really good ideas, and so did Samurai Champloo. But I don't know, something about Samurai Champloo just made me feel like the ideas just weren't as interesting on an individual level.
Like, can you sit here and like say to me that Cowboy Bebop deserves to be like in the top 5 as it always is on every single?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really, top 5?
Okay.
Like when I see it,
like of all time.
like when I see it, it's like those people who put Citizen Kane at number 1 on movie. It's like, yeah, I know movies. Citizen Kane's my favorite. I know the movies.
Ah, yes, Rosebud, my favorite quote.
Right, it's like when I see that on someone's like top 5, I immediately think they're like trying too hard to be a critic.
Yeah.
Because to me, like again, I don't think of anime in like a critical sense. I guess most of the time, I just thought when I watched it, I was like, it's really fucking cool, tons of style. I just thought the story was kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean, if you go into it for like a big story, then it's
Just as a show.
okay. So what about the Samurai Champloo story was good then?
Okay, this has been a long time since I watched both. But,
Yeah, same here.
but I don't know. I remember just really having fucking a ton of fun every single episode of Samurai Champloo.
To me, the story and like character, like how much I enjoyed the story and the characters of both Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop were around equal.
Yeah,
it was everything
yeah.
else around the show, like the music, the soundtrack, like the
enhanced it.
effects, like the animation stuff,
Yeah.
that made Samurai Champloo just that much better.
I mean,
Like, I did not give a fuck about the fucking annoying kid on Cowboy Bebop.
I didn't give a fuck about Fu.
Yeah,
For what were they trying to do again? Finding the samurai that smells like sunflowers. Like the plot doesn't matter in either fucking show.
No.
I
Let's
like
be
the
honest.
characters more in Samurai Champloo
I
as well,
agree, I
honestly.
agree.
Like I thought because we had only 3 of them, it was like we got a lot more time to like flesh it out. Whereas they just brought this fucking sidekick character and a dog, and I'm like, why?
Okay, to be fair, I love Iron though.
Yeah, he's,
Iron's
Iron's great.
Iron is dope.
Spike is like one of the coolest anime characters of all time. Jet.
I think Mugen was cooler, to be honest with you. Just saying, I think Mugen was way cooler than Spike. I think Spike is dope, but if I had to like say which one was cooler, definitely Mugen was.
Yeah, but Spike can beat Mugen.
Oh my my dad works for Microsoft.
Would Spike be able to survive AIDS?
my character can beat up your character. Have you thought about that? What's Mugen gonna do? Swing his samurai sword? Spike can just fucking shoot him, man.
Mike, where's Mike?
Mike Spiegel.
Fuck, where's Mike? I mean, I don't know.
No, I just
Cowboy Bebop has been one of those shows that I do think is great, but it's just whenever I see it in top fives, I'm like, you're just chatting out of your ass. It's not so much that I don't appreciate music. It's again, like I said, like if it's done well, it blends in, and I don't really pay much attention to it.
Okay, but you remember the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you remember that?
I remember it went like really well with all the choreo, like all the movements in that show like blended so well with the music, and I remember it like made them both stand out more than anything at the time when I was watching it. Because the choreo goes
so your
well.
argument is that because the feeling of the soundtrack
not
is
an argument.
so
It's
completely
not an argument.
different.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to argue or anything. I'm just saying that's what I remember is because
No, because you kind of because your logic, from what I'm understanding,
Okay,
your
okay,
logic
okay.
is that
Again, I don't think about this too much.
Yeah, well, your logic is that the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack you remember,
remember
because
it.
the feeling and vibe you got from the music was so different to the visuals, right?
No, because I can't put the visuals without the music there.
you know, the quality of dubbing is, I'd say, a lot better now.
Oh, it's much better,
compared to back then.
Yeah.
Back then, there were definitely some very, very good dubs, but it was definitely a much larger spectrum than you get now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some of the dubs that came out after Cowboy Bebop dub is like, oh, these came out the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No.
I remember when back in the day when it was like every dub was like mediocre to shit, and then there was Cowboy Bebop, and everyone just pointed to Cowboy Bebop as the golden child to be like, yo, not all dubs are bad. We got Cowboy Bebop.
It was like the DiCaprio
and
memes.
Oh, there he is.
One thing I did notice from the trailers that was really cool was the lighting, and definitely so far the lighting is like really stylistic.
First impressions, the cinematography doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look too cheesy right now, which is one thing I was really scared of. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen the original. Oh, okay.
Oh, the music.
I'm so glad Yoko Kanno is still doing the music.
Watch your back!
I'm not a criminal. Whoa, that makes me sound more like a criminal.
It's complicated to be an outlaw nowadays. Hi-ya!